Hello and welcome to our 24th COVID-19 market update with Thomas Caldwell. Today is March 4th, 2021, and it's been about 50 weeks since we started social distancing and self-isolating. Tom, it's been a while. We are reaching a point where people are tired, and I don't know whether they're actually aware of it or not. And stress and anxiety have settled in, and people are still working from home, and it's been almost 1 year of COVID. And we're exhausted.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. I think we've reached the outer edges of what can be done with this operating without anesthetic solution. The so-called experts, of which there are none, by the way, have been behind this and changing this and altering this. Originally, it was to make sure we didn't, overflow the abilities of hospitals to handle people. We're way beyond that. Then it was waiting to see whether the numbers went down. Now it's waiting to see whether we can all get vaccinated. But this answer, which is not an answer, has got to end fairly soon. And I think it will. I think governments, no matter how thick they can be in their thought processes and indeed in execution, really have to say we have reached a risk-reward crossover here where societal damage, not just to entrepreneurs, and you're going to see the big failures in that area later, once we turn around, the people that have hung in right to the end. So I think that's going to be problematic coming, but it's beyond economic. It's into social, it's into families, it's into individuals. And, we worry about the old people, of which I am one, but it's the younger people that are really, really suffering through this. And we have to address that. So my sense is, and again, no one would have dreamed it would have been this long, but my sense is we're going to start easing back on this and to start opening up soon. I think they have to do that. And governments have to have the fortitude to make that decision, to say this is a risk we have to take because the damage-benefit ratio has gone out of whack. We're doing a lot more damage with the shutdown than we are getting benefit from cutting the spread. So
now March in markets. Do we have any good news?
Oh, of course. There's always good news. There's always something to do in markets. It's interesting. This market has an underpinning of low interest rates. I've said this for the last year. That's sort of giving the boost to market. That's the bedrock on which this bull market has been feeding. And if you notice a week or so ago, interest rates shot up briefly because of the bond market. There was a whole series of shifts there, and the market went down, immediately responding to that. So the market is very sensitive to interest rates, but that notwithstanding, the underpinning is still relatively solid in terms of earnings gains in some sectors and indeed the continuance of low interest rates. You will have sharp shocks within that solid uptrend, but these sharp shocks really are coming from the gamesters in many ways, people shorting, et cetera. If there's a little bit of bad news, the markets tend to be amplified in its volatility because of a lot of the structures we have allowed to come into place. But with that volatility in mind, that's an opportunity because as far as I'm concerned, markets I'm still an optimist.
You always are. Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Bye for now.